And the thorns are these people here. Not you individually, but you as a collective. Why? Because this decision is going to lead to a lot of demands. Because it might produce results. And those results will not be easy to produce. And therefore I'm saying here that it's us collectively who are present here today to witness this great occasion, to go out there and support the two brave men. Once to every man and nation comes a moment to decide. Then it is the brave man chooses, while the coward stands aside. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor Nyong'o. Your Excellencies, that is it in terms of our party chairs and our party leaders, and mine now just to invite our deputy party leader and deputy president to invite you and take over as MC from now onwards. And Your Excellency, as you have been told, this framework for cooperation is a cooperation not just for the unity of our country, but also to synergize our strengths as the two largest political parties in this country, and for the prosperity of all the people of Kenya, all without excluding anyone. Thank you very much, and now my honor to invite the Deputy President, the other professor, Professor Kithure Kindiki, who for the record also attended the same school with the governor for Mombasa and the governor for Nairobi.
And Kimani Ichung'wah was in the other school. Your Excellencies, William Ruto and Raila Odinga, my task is to moderate the last and remaining part of this event. As I do that, allow me, Your Excellencies, to say two things. The first is to say I am a proud Kenyan to see what is happening here today, because, as other speakers have said, courageous decisions are made by courageous people. Easy and flimsy decisions are made by weak people. And therefore, our coming here to witness this decision is a testament that the future of Kenya looks great, courtesy of the decisions that the two of you have made. The two of you have the largest political infrastructure in our country, by far. Between the two of you, you have the wherewithal, politically speaking, of the entire country. If you were individualistic and selfish, you would have chosen to exercise your muscles, one against the other, on opposite sides of politics. In the process, you may have succeeded in undercutting one another, but in the process, you would have succeeded a great deal in undermining the speed, efficiency of the development of our country. So I thank you, Your Excellencies, for making brave decisions, because not everyone can make those kind of decisions. Many people, even claiming to be leaders, are weak, so they make weak decisions, they make selfish decisions, they make sectarian decisions, they make decisions that only serve to their interest as opposed to the interest of society as a whole. And I dare say, Your Excellencies, that strong leaders think the nation. Weak leaders think division. Congratulations. The second and last point I want to make, Your Excellency, again, is the remarkable convergence of ideology that I see in the coming together of ODM and UDA. I have listened carefully to which we pray under your leadership jointly you'll help us pursue them as a country. Those issues will resolve the things that have held Kenya back all this long. And therefore, those who have spent time, years, decades investing in division, investing in negative ethnicity, investing in parochial and petty dreams, their journey has come to an end. I want to thank you, Your Excellencies. We wish you well, and I know I speak on behalf of all my colleagues from both ODM and UDA. We wish you well, because if you succeed in
respect of the motives, he actually was genuine because he followed that announcement by giving full support to my candidature. As you know, you cannot run for the chair of African Union without being sponsored by your scene. Your name must be presented by a government official through the embassy of Kenya in Addis. So I'm not actually strange to these issues. I mean, continue to Addis Ababa, quite confident of victory. He was, of course, very gracious, and at that time I found when the two teams from the parties had worked out on some documents that they wanted to be signed, I told him I cannot sign this document until I've consulted our people, my people. So it took time. From that time, I went to Kisumu. I met with the professor. I met with leadership. So I want to say this, note. Today, we have signed a memorandum of understanding between Orange Democratic Movement and the United Democratic Alliance. The cardinal goal of the MOU is to help ease the prevailing tensions in the country, reconcile the population, alleviate their suffering, and move the country forward by addressing the critical social, political, and economic issues our people are grappling with today. As leaders of the largest political parties in the country, we arrived at the understanding that in a time of significant changes and challenges to our nation, it is not enough to merely grandstand or stand aside and criticize, easy as those may be. They say any madman can kick down a barn, but it takes a good carpenter to build one country, rather than merely kick down what we have. We've agreed to use our parties as a broad platform, bringing together various voices